What if I told you that the hardest working man in the room was also the closest to losing everything? This is the story of Marcus, a man who believed that more hours meant more success. And for a while, it did. But then, one Tuesday morning, everything stopped. Marcus was 34 years old, a project manager at a growing tech company. He woke up at 5 a.m. He replied to emails before breakfast. He skipped lunch. He stayed at the office until 10 p.m., 80 hours a week. Every single week his boss called him the machine. His colleagues admired him. His bank account grew, and Marcus was proud of all of it. His daughter's first steps. He missed them. He was on a call. His wife stopped asking him about his day, because he always said the same thing. I'm tired. Not now. His friends stopped inviting him to things, because the answer was always no, and Marcus, he told himself this was the price of success. That one day it would all be worth it. He was lying to himself. And deep down, he knew it. Then came that Tuesday morning. Marcus was in a meeting, presenting a quarterly report. Numbers were up. Everyone was smiling, and then his left arm went numb, his chest tightened. The room started spinning. He grabbed the table, a heart attack, at 34 years old. He woke up in a hospital bed 3 days later. His wife was sitting next to him, holding his hand, crying silently, and Marcus looked at her, and for the first time in years, he actually saw her. He said, "Where is our daughter?" She was at home, with a babysitter, because his wife had spent every night at the hospital. Marcus cried, not from the pain in his chest, but from the pain of realizing what he had almost lost. Forever. The doctors told him, if he had waited 20 more minutes, he wouldn't have made it. 20 minutes. In the hospital, Marcus had a lot of time to think. No emails, no meetings, no deadlines, just silence, and the sound of his own heartbeat. And he asked himself one question that he had never asked before. What am I actually working for? Not for his daughter. She barely knew him. Not for his wife. She had been living alone for years, in a marriage that was supposed to be a partnership, not even for himself. Because he had forgotten what made him happy. He had been working 80 hours a week to afford a life that he was never present enough to live. Marcus recovered. He resigned 3 months later. He took a job that paid 30% less, and for the first time in years, he was home for dinner every single night. His daughter learned to call him daddy, not the man on the phone. Today, Marcus says this, the most dangerous lie I ever believed was that I could buy back time with money. You cannot. So before you work another late night, before you miss another moment that cannot be repeated, ask yourself what Marcus finally asked. What am I actually working for? If this story made you stop and think, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe, because next week we talk about how to build success without losing yourself in the process.